I've burned through hundreds of credits testing Higgsfield over the past few weeks, and I can tell you right now that most people are completely wasting their generations on prompts that give them mediocre results. But after all that testing, I found 20 specific prompt frameworks that consistently deliver professional quality outputs every single time. And in this video, I'm giving you all of them, so you can skip the trial and error phase completely. The reason I'm using Higgsfield for these prompts is simple. It gives you access to multiple AI models in one place, including Google Veo 3.1, which is known for producing highly realistic videos. If you want to follow along, I've left a link to Higgsfield in the description below. Once you're in the platform, click on the video tab at the top. Then in the model section, I'll choose Veo 3.1, but you can experiment with different models if you want. From there, you can adjust your aspect ratio and duration settings. Now let me show you one of the most powerful things you can do with this platform. You can take a single reference image of yourself and place it into any time period in history, complete with accurate clothing, environments, and era-specific lighting. I tested this with 9 different eras, and what's crazy is that you use the same reference image for all of them. Your face stays consistent, but everything around you changes completely. Now before I show you the results, let me give you the framework for creating historical videos. You need 5 key elements. First, specify the exact time period and location. Second, describe period-accurate clothing with fabric types and textures. Third, define the environmental conditions like weather and terrain. Fourth, match your lighting to the geography and era. And fifth, include physical details that reflect the lifestyle of that time, like sun damage or dirt. Let me start with ancient Egypt. I'll paste in my prompt and generate. My favorite thing about this is that the background makes it feel alive, and I look like I'm actually in ancient Egypt. From there, I jumped forward to ancient Greece during the classical period. The focus is on classical architecture and culture, shaped by bright Mediterranean sunlight and simple draped fabrics. The lighting feels open and natural, and the clothing reflects a lifestyle that's practical, elegant, and closely connected to the environment. You can clearly feel the balance, harmony, and the simplicity that defined the era. Now the next prompt is for the 1st century Judah, and it creates something completely different.
The cold never ends, but we survive.
I'm walking through a dusty village road wearing coarse garments with dry, sun-worn skin. This one nails the quiet, intimate realism of everyday life. I also tested early medieval Europe, and the contrast here is huge.
Here behind me, you can see one of the magnificent temples at this historic site. It's amazing how these stone carvings have lasted through the centuries.
The environment really captures the harsh conditions of this time period. For something completely outside the European timeline, the Aztec and Maya civilization prompt drops me in a Mesoamerican city. The whole setting is completely different, but my face stays consistent. My favorites are the Industrial Revolution and World War prompts, because they both feel raw in different ways. Both periods were hard on people, and you can see it in how I look and in the environment around me. Then we finally come back to present day.
Hey, good to see you. Just walking through the city today.
Which just looks like a normal phone video in a modern city. But when you put it next to the other 8 eras, it really shows you how far we've come. What makes this entire series work is following that framework. I'm not just changing clothes. I'm changing environmental conditions, adjusting lighting to match the place and time period, and even modifying the physical condition of myself to reflect the lifestyle of that era. These details sell the realism. And this same level of control works for completely different scenarios too. You can apply this same framework to create hyper-realistic portrait videos, and this is actually where most people struggle with AI creation. Most of the time you try generating a video of someone and you end up with unnatural plastic skin, eyes that don't line up, and generally faces that look completely fake. However, the secret to realistic portraits is being specific. You need to tell Higgsfield exactly what you want down to the smallest details. Not just good lighting, but the type of lighting, the lens, the exact skin imperfections you want to see. Here's the framework for portrait videos. First, specify your camera lens and settings. Second, describe exact skin details like pores, freckles, and texture. Third, include natural imperfections like scars or wrinkles. Fourth, define your lighting type and direction. And fifth, add a small natural movement like a breath or head tilt to bring it to life. The first one is a front-facing close-up shot on an 85mm lens. I'm focusing on ultra-sharp skin details like pores, soft freckles, and fine facial hair with soft diffused daylight. When you generate this, the skin looks real. You can see natural color variations and realistic shadows. Now the second one adds a long, dense beard with individual strand detail and curl patterns. I'm not just saying man with beard. I'm describing the texture, the way light catches the strands, how thick it is in different areas. The third and fourth ones introduce age markers and imperfections. One has a 34-year-old woman with a scar on her left cheek. The other is a 45-year-old man with salt and pepper hair and prominent crow's feet. When you add these specific details, the AI stops trying to make everything look too perfect. Follow that framework and you'll get portraits that don't look generated. And portraits are just the beginning, but we can take this even further. You can have this same level of realism in completely different scenarios. I'm talking about studio setups, professional lighting, content that looks like it came from an actual production. For this, I'll use podcast content as an example, but you can apply the same approach for interviews, talking head videos, or any kind of studio video you need. The challenge here is making everything look alive. You don't just want someone staring blankly at the camera. You want them to look like they're a part of an ongoing discussion with natural hand gestures and realistic lighting. Back in the video generation section, I'll upload a picture of myself again and paste in the prompt. The scene places me at a wooden desk in a minimalist, blacked-out podcast studio. I'm seated behind a professional broadcast microphone, looking directly into the camera with a focused and engaging presence. What really makes this work is the natural fluidity of the hand gestures as I talk through the data. It doesn't feel like a pose, but a genuine, high-energy moment captured mid-episode. This has the exact look and feel of a polished professional podcast recording. The second one zooms in closer, going from upper chest to the top of my head with the microphone coming in from the side. My mouth is moving realistically, and there's subtle motion blur, like you'd see in an actual recording. Now the third one keeps me consistent, but completely changes the lighting, giving it that stylized look you see on high-production podcasts. I gesture with one hand naturally while speaking, then settle back into my chair and cross my legs. The result maintains skin tone realism while reflecting the colored light naturally. So far, we've seen how to generate videos with people, but let's test this out with a completely different use case. You can actually upload a picture of a specific item to create product photography videos. This is where Higgsfield can save you thousands of dollars in photo shoot costs. I tested 2 different product categories to see how far I could push this. For this use case, I'll use Sora 2 Pro, then upload the product image as the reference. Then describe the product clearly, including the brand details and materials. Explain how you want it framed and how the camera should move. Add any props or background elements that help set the scene, and finish by describing the lighting and how it should look. For the first one, I'll use this picture of a lip tint and create a Christmas commercial. There's a gingerbread cookie character holding the product with realistic biscuit texture and subtle cracks. This looks really good, combining a mix of playfulness and luxury. For the second one, I'm doing perfume photography. 2 peach halves are aligned with thick golden honey dripping from the top, flowing over the bottle. The honey drips continuously in slow motion as the camera slowly pushes out. The liquid physics look believable, and the label text is sharp. This could easily be used as an actual commercial. Here's where it gets wild. I kept the motion concept the same, but placed people in different activities to see how Higgsfield handles the variation. For this one, I'm going to switch over to Kling 3.0 first, then start by uploading a reference image of yourself or your subject. Then explain the action clearly so it feels realistic. Describe where it's happening and mention any tools or objects involved. Add how the camera is positioned and finish by saying what should stand out and what should be slightly blurred to show movement. The first one shows me as a sculptor carving a large wooden bust of an ancient Greek man inside a warm woodworking studio. The motion is great and it looks like a real workshop. You can use this to recreate statues out of any material you want. The second one is a video of me playing tennis and performing a shot. My face shows intense focus and my eyes are razor sharp and locked onto the ball. There's even sweat particles suspended in the air. The third and fourth ones are both basketball shots, but from completely different angles. One is a low angle shot with me standing over the camera with the ball resting on my hip. The other is a POV shot of me taking a shot, my hands guiding the ball upward as it leaves my fingertips toward the rim. Both have that authentic in-game feel with realistic skin texture and natural imperfections. Using these prompts as your base and adjusting the details to whatever fits your projects, you can create high-quality professional outputs that are ready to use. And if you're serious about AI creation, you will need a lot more than just creating images. Higgsfield offers everything you're going to need in one platform. You get access to multiple AI models for both images and video, character consistency tools, and all the features that let you scale your content without paying for multiple subscriptions. If you want to go ahead and start creating professional and consistent looking content today, then go ahead and sign up to Higgsfield using the link in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.